Gwininitxw Wilps Gwininitxw was medi was near Wilps Malul Skidim the Palach will Sawagum, it Kadwish allo Gadam, the Malayam, Ano Norum, and Ano Nubodum. We really need to open our eyes. We really need to take a look at what this is all about. It's not just about a very small project. It's about a pipeline that's going to fracture our whole territory. How many kilometers is it going to run through the territories and open up wide roadways with huge 4-meter pipes running down the middle? We're going to have moose running down, easy way for them to move around, but easier for the wolves to track them down and kill them. So we're endangering the ungula. We're endangering the 4-legged meat-bearing animals. Why can't people understand that all the things that are happening are going to impact the salmon? It's not a gift to the salmon to have pipelines running through their rivers. I've been fighting this battle for over 30 years. Protecting the lands for our people, for the young people, for the new generations that haven't yet been born. Government continues to give out tenures on our territories, and the tenures are for mining, for logging, gas and oil. And so the tenures go out without consultation, because consultation didn't happen until very recently. But the tenures are already given out. So now we, as a First Nation group, have to deal with what government has done. And it's terrible, because government has all the money, they have all the power, they have all the lawyers, and they can just trample all over all of us. But we will not lie down and allow them to do that. We will stand in front of them until the day that we die. It is so vital for the survival of the young people. Yes, it's good to have development, but development that is renewable. Development that's not going to take away from the future. Because everyone, no matter where they're from, need the air, they need the water, they need the green grass, they need everything to survive, no different than I. And so it's everybody's responsibility. And you look at the blockades, and they do in one way help. I've blockaded on our own territory. I've joined other blockades and supported, because I believe that we need to protect what was given to us. It was given to us beautiful, beautiful green grass, clean rivers, mountains. We have everything we need. We get the berries from the forest. We get the medicines from the forest. We get salmon from the rivers, and we get our meat, our wildlife off the land. So it needs to be kept intact. It has to be kept intact. We cannot allow it to be fractured. There has to be a way for everything to be balanced. It needs to be balanced. We cannot only think of making money off our lands. We as First Nations need to all work together. We need to all work together, right from all that natural gas from up north in Fort Nelson, from the oil that's coming from Alberta, all those pipelines that are going through our territory, they need to stand with us. And the people downriver need to stand with us. We all need to stand together to be able to fight this battle. This is something that we never thought that we in our lifetime would ever face. But I am glad that I am here, because I have a desire and I have a need to protect the land for the young people. Not only my children, but of the children of the many, many nations. I always say it to my neighbors, the UPSTREAMs that have moved into our area. I say, you need to protect the land. You need to protect it along with myself. So it is not only on the First Nation people, it's on all people that live on our lands. The people that live on all First Nation territories. And we all have to walk together. But it's a hard battle. It's a really hard battle. Day after day after day, you do get very, very tired. You do get drained. And when that happens, you need to meet up with another group of people who have the same interests as you. Have dinner with them. Sit down and talk. Sit down and plan. How can we work together to be able to double our strength? It's better for one to stand than no one to stand. It's better to have our voices heard than not heard. And it's better to have our letters sent to government, our letters sent to our own hereditary people, noting what has been happening. We have a paper trail to prove that we are not party to the destruction, that we had foreseen what would happen if we allowed things to carry on the way they are. And it's not the natives on one side and the white on one side. It's half the white and half the natives over here and half the white and half the natives over there. So it's divided our community. And by dividing our community, they've caused a lot of friction, even amongst families. I used to have so many friends. Now I can walk down the street and I might only get a few people that acknowledge me. I strongly believe that all the negative energy that's in our community is making people sick. People don't know how to protect themselves. How do they protect themselves from the bad energy that's out there? Many people take it home with them and they sit and allow it to eat them. I think about it. Yes, I really think about it. And when I think about, no, I don't want to let them do that. I only fight harder. Many, many years ago, we built a cabin right in the middle of the roadway. It was supposed to be a Stewart Dominica resource road that would open up the entire north. Our traditional territory is in the very center of all Gitxsan lands. The Skeena River flows throughout the middle of our territory, dividing the north and the south. The north we call Alantgis, the south we call Machlididat. The name I hold, Gwininitxw, is where the grizzlies rise together, where the grizzlies stand together. Our first project was building that cabin, and it stopped the road. It stopped the development of the road. If that road would have went in, it would have opened up the whole entire north. Then we went further and we built a cabin at Machlididat Lake. And these children will go out and they will learn about the balance, how important it is to maintain that balance, to protect it. And it's vital that they learn that. And we'll also talk about the history, their adao, the history of their origin. We will show them their map of our territory and whereabouts we are located on that map. So they will know, they will pick up the basics of their culture. They will go out and they will pick berries and they will dry it in the traditional manner. And they will make their own fruit roll-ups, something that they can take home and say, this is what I did. no matter what we do, we need to make it all fun. And we need to make it together, journey together, so that one nation can work with another nation. The one lady is from a nation to the east. The fella is from a nation to the west. So you've got nations on both sides coming with a Gitxsan family to go out and experience a Gitxsan cultural camp. The land is our identity. The land is who we are, where we came from. And when we're gone, that's where we go. We're keepers of the land. We only take what we need, and we always return to the earth. When we go and we harvest the medicines from the ground, we go to the plant and we ask the plant, can I take a part of you? And in return, you will return something to that plant. You do not take the whole plant. You always leave a part of that plant there so it will grow again. You return a gift of other medicines that you've collected. You put back into the earth. And you thank that plant for the life it has given you. And that medicine will be powerful. That medicine will be what the Creator gave to us and the respect that we've shown it. We go and we get a moose. We pray and we ask Creator to bless us with some meat. When that moose comes out and he stands in front of us, we thank that moose for having come to give us life that we are able to survive. We do not waste. Everything that we take must be used. And so this is how we live. And we need to ensure that those moose will live. Those salmon will live. The trout that are on our creeks, they will continue to be there. This is who we are. This is what we are all about. And so by doing that, we create balance. We are balanced with Mother Earth. Our way of life is to take care of the elders and to take care of one another. So we really need to go back to our culture. It's a gift. A gift the Creator gave us, and it's up to us to utilize it. And we share it with the people around us so our people can understand that it wasn't only given to one, it was given to many people in many different forms. You kids gotta come and help. Come on. Come on. You gotta pack up your stuff. We are very, very fortunate to have been able to get a couple of more than a couple, probably about a half a dozen people from the valley, the European residents that have moved into the valley, and they came out and they gave up their time freely so that we would learn how to make lumber with a power saw, and they taught us these things. We're grateful for the people that fund environmental projects. We have many different groups that come and fund us. They don't give us money to buy things, but they give us money to be able to fly in, to be able to buy food for the camp. Every time we go out, every time we fly out, I go into my freezer, I take out all kinds of meat that we've harvested, and that's all taken out into the camp. I go into my pantry, I take all my canning down. My granddaughter, she spends a whole summer planting a garden, harvesting a garden, getting it prepared for the winter. That goes out to the camp. She stays from October to March. And she just had a baby, not even 2.5 months old, and the baby will be going out in October. And so now she's got to learn how to deal with the baby out on the territory in the winter. No washing machine. All the food that she's harvested, she has to make food for the baby. And so we give of ourselves to allow this project to happen. We do not take what we're doing as being easy. We take it as being a very difficult journey, because difficult journeys are very, very hard and very tiring. But in the end, all the sacrifices that you've done are very rewarding. So every nail that's put into that cabin has been flown in. Every window that's in that cabin has been flown in. So every time we fly in, we're looking at $2,100. When the plane picks us up and flies us out, we're looking at another $2,100. And so there has to be sacrifices. There has to be support, financial support from the people that are out there, the different organizations that support environmental work. We have to be able to sacrifice of ourselves, because our time is no longer ours. Our time is devoted to preparation for going out on the land. Our time is planning. It is so vital that other people know what we're going through. And it isn't only Canadian First Nations that are going through this. It's First Nations all over the world. And I just hope and I pray that we can be recognized as people and respected as a First Nation people, and that we will always have our place on this earth, and that we will always have our lands. Because if we protect our lands, other people can come and share with us. We will not exclude anyone from our territory. We will allow them to come and visit, to come and hunt and collect as we do.